You walk out of a store, 2 plastic towers stand by the door. Most days, nothing. Then one day they shriek. Somewhere on you, a tiny tag is answering a question you never heard the door ask. It carries no battery, it holds no chip, yet it can shout across the doorway in a voice tuned to a single secret note. Let us slice the doorway open and listen to the quiet conversation between the gate and the tag. Picture the checkout line and the exit. Between them stand 2 panels, an antenna gate. Inside the merchandise, hidden in a sticker or a hard plastic clip, sits the security tag. The gate and the tag are partners in a test, run thousands of times a second. The gate asks, a live tag answers. A paid-for tag stays silent. Everything that follows is the physics of that single question, and the clever way a checkout makes the answer go away. First, the gate transmits. One panel holds a coil that sends out a burst of magnetic field, flickering 58,000 times a second. That frequency, 58 kilohertz, is the password. The burst is short, just a few thousandths of a second, then the gate falls quiet. Think of it like clapping once in a dark cave, then holding your breath. The clap is the question. Now the gate waits, listening for an echo that should not exist unless a tag is near. Now open the tag. The common kind hides 2 thin metal strips inside a sealed cavity, with a little room to flex. One is a special alloy that reacts to magnetism. The other is a strip of magnetized metal lying beside it, a tiny built-in magnet. No wires, no power source, just 2 slivers of metal and an air gap. Simple enough to print into a sticker, yet precise enough to answer the gate's question in a way nothing else in the store can. Here is the trick. The reactive strip is magnetostrictive. That long word means a plain thing. When a magnetic field touches it, the metal physically changes shape, stretching by a hair. The gate's pulse is flickering 58,000 times a second, so the strip flexes in and out, that same number of times. The invisible field has become tiny motion. The tag is now vibrating, humming along to the gate's beat, like a string plucked by a hand it cannot see. But the strip is cut to an exact length, so that 58 kilohertz is its natural pitch, the note it loves to ring at. This is resonance. Push a swing at just the right moment, and it climbs higher with each shove. The pulse pushes the strip at exactly its favorite rhythm, so the vibration grows strong. By the time the gate goes silent, the strip is ringing hard inside the tag, like a struck tuning fork that keeps singing after the mallet lifts away. Now the gate is listening. The still ringing strip is itself a tiny magnet in motion, so it pumps out its own faint magnetic signal at 58 kilohertz, fading slowly away. That is the echo. The other panel, the receiver, catches this whisper in the silence right after its own pulse. It checks the pitch, it checks the timing. A clean tone at the password frequency arriving in the quiet gap means one thing only. A live tag just walked through the door. Why all this care with silence and timing? Because a store is full of magnetic noise, carts, phones, motors. By shouting, then hushing, then listening for a specific note decaying in the gap, the gate ignores almost everything else. The little bias magnet beside the strip is the key to the tuning. It sets the strip's tension just right, so the resonant note lands exactly on 58 kilohertz. Take that bias away, and the whole answer changes. That is how the checkout disarms it. At the register, the clerk slides your item over a deactivation pad. The pad delivers a strong magnetic jolt that scrambles the little bias strip, wiping out its steady magnet. With its tension thrown off, the reactive strip no longer rings cleanly at 58 kilohertz. The gate asks its question, but the tag now answers in the wrong key or barely at all. The receiver hears nothing it recognizes, so it stays calm. The tag is still there, it just lost its voice. Not every tag works this way. The hard plastic clips often hold a magnet and a steel pin, freed at the counter by a powerful unlocking magnet. And cheaper paper labels sometimes use a different method, a tiny coil and a flat plate forming a circuit that resonates at radio frequency. A swept signal from the gate finds its tune. A burst of energy at checkout burns out the circuit's link. Different parts, same idea. a hidden resonator the gate can hear until the store silences it. This is also why the gate sometimes cries wolf. A label that never got deactivated, riding in a bag from another store, will happily ring on cue. So can two tags pressed together or a bit of metal that resonates by accident. And a tag wrapped in foil can go silent, the field blocked before it ever reaches the strip. The system is not magic. It is a narrow, honest question, and anything that happens to answer in the right note sets off the alarm. So trace the whole chain. The gate sends a pulse at 58 kHz. Inside the tag, a magnetostrictive strip flexes to that beat. Cut to the right length, it resonates and rings. The gate falls silent and listens. The ringing strip echoes back its secret note. The receiver recognizes the tone and trips the alarm. And at the register, a magnetic pad wipes the bias strip, detuning the tag so its answer vanishes. Pulse, flex, ring, echo, recognize, or silence. That is the doorway. So the next time you walk out and the towers stay quiet, picture the conversation that just happened in a blink. The gate asked. A disarmed tag held its silence. No battery, no chip, just a sliver of tuned metal that knew not to answer. A whole security system, hiding in a sticker thinner than a coin. That is the quiet genius of the everyday. Thanks for watching The Cutaway. We will see you at the next slice.